The numbers are unprecedented.
Isn't that a warning sign for you?
It's not my job to say you're a thief, they're stolen, is it?
Thieves cashing in on the skyrocketing value of metals inside catalytic converters.
I'm told some of these can be worth $2,000, $3,000, $4,000.
Big money, big time paycheck.
Consider these numbers. Last year in Denver, thieves stole more than 2,600 catalytic converters. That's up from 268 in 2020 and 14 in 2019.
And so far this year, the number is at more than 700. So that puts the city on pace to top 2,000 thefts again.
So you might ask, how and where are thieves selling these now valuable car parts?
Well, tonight, a Denver 7 hidden camera investigation takes you inside the world of buying and selling catalytic converters.
Here is Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski.
You buy catalytics here?
I was heard that was worth like $400 or $500.
I think you're reading too much stuff online.
With hidden cameras rolling, you get a lot of them up here? We did some digging to find out who's buying. People selling?
Yeah, I mean, a big building, all we do is cats.
What they require from sellers. Do I have to fill out any paperwork?
Your ID, I get your ID and your license plate number, I put it in our system.
Do I have to give you my ID?
Yes.
And how much cash the catalytic converters produce. I heard I might be able to get as much as $600 for this.
Yes, you could.
The video provides an exclusive look behind the curtain inside the somewhat clandestine industry of cashing in on catalytic converters.
This is probably worth about $200 alone.
This informed scrapyard employee agreed to talk with us. He's an insider providing an education into the value of used catalytic converters.
It gets real pricey when you're doing your Volkswagens. The Volkswagen, $600.
And that value comes from what's inside the catalytic converters: precious metals, platinum, palladium, and rhodium, all trading at record prices. Visually, these are catalytic converters, but the truth is, this is money.
Big money, big money.
Big money in a small amount of time. Take a close look at this video. It shows what the bad guys already know. With a portable saw and less than 15 seconds, criminals can turn metal into money. According to data provided by the Colorado State Patrol, that sound of a stolen catalytic converter hitting the ground happened more than 9,800 times last year in Colorado.
I could give you up to $20 for this.
During more than a half dozen visits to scrapyards around the metro area, we discovered a wide range of prices. Why is that worth so little? Because I've been reading they're worth like a lot of money.
The reason for that is, and the reason for us asking for an ID is because there's a big theft problem with those, and so they're not paying that much.
Remember, our experts said this catalytic converter was worth between $400 and $600.
If you can find somebody to pay you that much for it, I encourage you to do that. I will warn you, you might get in trouble.
Our visits to local scrapyards also uncovered some locations with a clear reticence to buy.
I don't buy this from individuals.
You don't buy these?
Because it's stolen.
The law now is changing. Yeah, I mean, we can't buy locally.
But we did find a couple locations still in the business of buying.
All right, so this one you'd be looking at $100.
This location offered to purchase our 3 catalytic converters as long as we provided a valid ID.
This one I could do $220, and this one will be $70.
Okay, and is that the best price you'll give on all of them?
Yeah.
And a week later, we brought 3 other catalytic converters to the same location with the same result.
So this one's $70, this one's $60, and this one's $300.
And how do I get paid?
Cash.
Cash?
Yep.
Do I need anything else?
Just an ID.
Just an ID?
Yep.
Do I have to have an ID?
Yep.
Okay. Any way around that?
No.
By all indications, this location and all the others we visited are following the law in Colorado. Ultimately, that might explain the unprecedented rise in thefts. Currently, in Colorado, all you need is a driver's license. Hey there.
How you doing?
Tony Kovaleski with Denver 7. I wanted to talk to you about your business. After this location offered to purchase from us on 2 separate visits and offered the most cash for the converters, we returned to ask questions. How many cats are you buying a day?
Maybe 500.
From everything we picked up, you're not doing anything to break the law. Is there a part of you that wonders if all these are legit, or maybe some of them are stolen?
Well, yeah, of course. But, I mean, there's no way for us to know.
We brought 60 that were all basically chopped from a car.
Okay.
Isn't that a warning sign for you?
Now, it's not my job to say you're a thief, they're stolen, is it?
And law enforcement sources say that's the heart of this problem. Currently, with no way to identify a catalytic converter, no serial numbers, it's virtually impossible to convict the crooks.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I own the building, I own
You
the
do?
business. Yeah, I do.
Is this your business?
And the building.
Several minutes into the interview, the owner came out to address our questions. What do you say to those victims out there that are out $2,000, $3,000, or $4,000 because a cat's stolen?
No, it's very unfortunate. We need to change the law. I'm all for it.
You want the law changed?
Yeah, we can change it. Add a VIN check for individuals selling cats. That's fine with me.
That shop owner says by requiring sellers to provide a vehicle ID number for every sale, it can greatly deter the out-of-control number of thefts in our state. At the state capitol, lawmakers are currently considering two bills to add guardrails to the sale of catalytic converters. A final decision will come before the session ends later this month. And finally, we intend to share what our reporting uncovered with lawmakers. I'm Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kovaleski.